So oftentimes people ask me, why is it that you do what you do? And I will tell you the very simple reason is the same exact reason why I went to law school, because I want to help people. And I've done this now for 36 years, and that desire to help people has never stopped. It is burning as strong in me right now as it was the moment that I decided I wanted to go to law school. And so with that, let me tell you a little bit about one of the most rewarding cases that I have ever done. In this particular case, a gentleman had worked for a video store. We don't have those anymore, but he worked for a video rental store, and the store owner asked him to do some work at his house. They had expressed some desire that this gentleman that was working, the family that I represented, he knew construction, and the gentleman that owned the video store wanted some construction at a house he was building. So he asked him to go ahead, don't worry about coming into the video store, go ahead and go out to the house and do some work on the house. And while doing so, unfortunately, he fell off the roof, broke his neck, and about 4 days later, he died. This gentleman had a family, several children, and they came to me and said, is there anything that you can do? Is there any way that you can help us? And so I began about a 3-year journey. We looked into it and said, well, maybe in this particular case, we can make a claim as if he was an employee of the store, because in fact, he was being paid by the store. And so we started down that road, and that's exactly what we did. We filed a claim. Initially, the claim was denied. We had to go to the Court of Appeals. It took us a year and a half to go through that appeal and get up to the Court of Appeals. Finally, the Court of Appeals agreed with us and said, okay, now you can start this case again. So we started again over and started moving it through the court system. Eventually, we got it to the end. We succeeded. And the woman that I represented then will be compensated for the rest of her life by the Industrial Commission of Arizona, because this was a wrongful death claim. Her children had the ability to get college paid for until they reached, I believe, the age of 21. So it's one of those things where it's a terrible, terrible tragedy, but I felt very good knowing that I changed the whole trajectory of this family by continuing to fight for them and making sure that no stone would be unturned in their quest for justice. So that's what we do for everybody. That's who you get when you come see us. You're going to get somebody that fights till there is no stone unturned and make sure that you and your family are protected.